Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, let's answer this simple question. What systems and games come with the RG405V? I have the 128GB version, and it was kindly provided to me by mechdiy.com. So now we're going to press the quick button here on the left and just take a look at what comes with this handheld. This is straight out of the box and you'll see exactly what you get when you unpack your RG405V. There are a total of about 25 systems here, and it's everything from 8-bit games all the way up to the PlayStation 2 and Nintendo Gamecube. Starting with NES, we have 498 games. Contra, Double Dragon, Mega Man, Ninja Gaiden, Castlevania. There's a lot here, but no Mario games. Next up, we have the Sega Master System with 197 games. Sonic the Hedgehog, Streets of Rage, Strider, they're all included. The PC Engine, or the TurboGrafx 16 section here, has about 59 games. We have games like Bomberman and Zonk. It wasn't super popular, but we can play the system here. Moving on, we have the Capcom Play System 1, which has 64 arcade games. The important ones like Street Fighter, Mercs, Final Fight are all included. Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive next, and there are lots of Sonic games, Golden Axe, Mortal Kombat, and the Mickey Mouse games are also here, 636 games in total. On the Game Boy, we have around 208 games. Donkey Kong, Final Fantasy, Castlevania, they're all represented here, but Mario is absent. Neo Geo arcade games now. We have around 144 arcade games. Tons of King of Fighters and Metal Slug games are here. Next up is the Super Nintendo. We have 606 games like Donkey Kong Country, Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat. No Mario games are included though. Moving on, we have CPS2 arcade games, and there are 29 games in this list. Games like Mars Matrix, Darkstalkers, Marvel vs. Capcom, they're all here. So next up, this section is the PSX section, and PSX was the development name for the PlayStation. We have around 40 games here, and it's counting some of the games twice because there are some multi-disc ones in here. So let's break this down, and we have Capcom vs SNK, Tekken 3, ISS Soccer Pro, R4 Ridge Racer, Contra, Crash Bash, Gran Turismo, both of the Medal of Honor games, Silent Hill, Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy Tactics, and then at the bottom we have those extra discs. Sega Saturn, and we have 6 games here. I'm not sure what these Japanese games are actually, but we have Street Fighter the Movie, Parodius, and Saturn Bomberman. This handheld can run Nintendo 64, and we have 6 games here. Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, and Zelda Ocarina of Time. On the CPS3 arcade front, we have 4 games. For MAME, we have 23 arcade games, and it looks like you get Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat, but the arcade versions. On Game Boy Color here, we have lots of Pokemon games. There's a couple of Harvest Moon games. There's 174 games in the total, but I didn't see Tetris on this list. Sega Dreamcast, they give you 4 games here, so Crazy Taxi 2, Ikaruga, Sonic Adventure 2, and Soul Calibur. Neo Geo Pocket now, so there's 37 games here, like Metal Slug, First Mission, Cool Borders, and Density Go. On the WonderSwan Color, there's a couple of games here, but I'm not really sure what they are because I'm not that familiar with the system. There's 66 games in total. On the PlayStation 2, we have 10 games. These are Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi, hope I'm saying that right, God of War 2, Kingdom Hearts, Metal Slug Complete, Naruto Ultimate Ninja, Neo Contra, Planetarian, Super Robot Wars Original, and Zwei. On arcade again, with Final Burn Neo, we have a lot of clones and random games here, so there's 77 games total in this section. Now in Game Boy Advance, we have 300 games here, a lot of Pokemon games, Golden Sun, Sonic Advance, Crash Bandicoot, Castlevania, Final Fantasy, Duke Nukem Advance, there's a lot of games here. PSP is up next, and they've really included a lot of PSP games here. So there's classics like both of the God of War games, Grand Theft Auto, Vice City Stories, Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, Ridge Racer, Tekken 5, Tekken 6, Call of Duty, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy, Dissidia, Disgaea, Initial D, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Silent Hill, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. There's quite a few PSP games they've included. Nintendo DS, we have 23 games, Animal Crossing, Diddy Kong Racing, Nintendo Dogs, there's a couple of those, and then Lego Star Wars 2, the notable ones I saw. Here's the Nintendo 3DS section, and I'm not sure what most of these games are actually, but I have heard of Rayman Origins and Zero Escape. Finally, we have a mixed Wii and Gamecube section. We have Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Naruto, R Racing Evolution, and Tatsunoko vs Capcom. In total, if you buy the 128GB version, you will get over 2,700 games. A decent amount of these are larger titles coming from the PlayStation platform, so that's what kind of fills up the SD card. Alright, so of course the RG405V is an Android handheld, so you'll be able to download your own games quite easily, and it comes with an additional 128GB internal storage as well, and that should be plenty of space for playing your own collection. If you found this video useful, be sure to like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks again to mechdiy.com for sending this over. If you are all interested in the systems and games that you can play on the ANBERNIC RG405V, you can check out their product page and I've put the link in the description.